It's Friday, which means it's fight day. So welcome to Comic Fights and welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic. Today, before we get started on our really interesting matchup for this week, let's look back at last week. We had Lobo from DC Comics versus Deadpool from Marvel Comics. Both of them basically unkillable. But there were some creative solutions to how this battle might play out. So it all started with Sam Murphy, who said, there was one thing missing from that synopsis, which was Deadpool's ability to recognize his fictitious nature and defy normal comic book laws. And in this instance, Lobo's attempts to stop him. In the final issue of Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, he escapes the comic and goes on a murderous rampage in the Marvel writer's office. Who's to say that he won't hold them at gunpoint while they rewrite Lobo into a powerless mortal? At which point he could do whatever he wanted with him. Probably some sadistic stuff. And finally, when Lobo begs for relief, kill him. The win undoubtedly goes to Deadpool. Big Mike added, I agree. Deadpool being able to break the fourth wall to some degree gives him manipulation over whatever universe or comic he's in. The endless killing and being brought back to life between the two of them would go on for a long time, but I think would end with Deadpool doing this. So a pretty creative way to end that fight because Deadpool recognizes what he is, who he is, and can manipulate that a little bit. So just because of that little loophole, I think Deadpool gets the win. Otherwise, I would call it a tie if we didn't resort to cheating. So now this week, probably the biggest matchup we've ever done. Two of the most powerful Marvel Comics characters. Now, they would never fight, but here we're going to have to pretend that they will. So we've got Squirrel Girl versus Franklin Richards. Let's start with probably the most powerful one of the two, Squirrel Girl. Now, Squirrel Girl can do some amazing things. She can claw like a squirrel would. She can lift some kind of heavy stuff. She can jump multiple stories. So she is incredible. She's basically a living squirrel. She even has a big bushy tail that she can use to hit her opponent, cover their eyes, do all sorts of crazy things. But her biggest power is that she can communicate with other squirrels, which means she can have a mob of squirrels that she can give orders to and talk to, and at that point, you're done. She has taken out some of the biggest powerhouses in the Marvel Universe. Thanos, Doctor Doom. She even convinced Galactus to not eat Earth. She is probably one of the most powerful beings in existence. So what could Franklin Richards do to possibly stop her? His powers are he is an Omega level mutant, which I guess is kind of a big deal. Some even say beyond Omega level. He can alter reality to basically reflect whatever he wants. He is a kid, but he can age himself up and down as he wills. He can create an entire universe in the palm of his hands. He is pretty powerful, I would say, in that he was not only able to resurrect a dead Galactus, but he's pretty powerful in that he was able to make Galactus his herald. That Galactus did what he wanted. So that's kind of cool, I guess. So really, I guess, at the core of it, all he can really do is alter reality to whatever he wants, survive pretty much anything, and do whatever he wants. And create an entire universe of life. Whatever. So who wins in this scenario? Franklin Richards, an Omega level mutant, able to do all sorts of crazy stuff. Squirrel Girl, who is somehow able to defeat anyone, although we never see it happen. It tends to always happen in a way like, well, that was crazy. So in this scenario, who do you think takes it? Or what do you think would happen? Think of a creative solution that maybe isn't one of them beating the other, but what do you think would happen if these two powerhouses of the Marvel Universe come together? So thanks for watching. Give me your comments. We'll see you next week on Comic Fights.